All right, welcome to episode 30 of Skippable Cutscenes. Can I have everyone introduce themselves? Marissa?
I'm dying. Hi, I'm Marissa. I'm coughing. I play Vera, the bard.
Cleo?
Hi, I'm Zombie Cleo. I'm also coughing, and I play Gilly.
Will?
Hi, I'm Will, and I'm wheezing, and I play Steph.
You're stealing wheezing. You're stealing breathing valor.
No, I just evolved.
I understood that reference.
I did too. I wish I didn't.
Lisa?
Hi, I'm Lisa. I play Judgement, the tiefling dragonborn sorceress, and I always cough.
Our heroes have intercepted the Weaver's Disciple, and after a tough battle, have subdued her. We return to our heroes on the docks of the town of Corin, surrounding Jill, the Weaver's Disciple, who is face down in the sand, unconscious but stabilized. What would you guys like to do?
I sit on him.
No, you're gonna kill her. Like,
Full
I
weight
want to
or-
kill her.
Yeah.
No, not full force, just to stop them from getting away.
Okay.
Okay.
You're able to grapple them. You are aware that when they're in this state, having been in fighting pits, that when people are stabilized, they'll be out for like 8 hours. Unless you take any action to... Because she's just at 0 hit points, stabilized, not healed up.
There's magic in this world. I'm
I
not
want to put
taking any
my
chances.
hands around her throat and use burning hands.
I'm going to yank Judgment off her.
Okay.
Sexy.
All right.
No,
Are you going
'cause-
to have a conversation about this?
No, if she goes to touch her, I'm just going to heave her off.
Do you try and fight that, Judgment?
I'm gonna yell at you. We need to kill her. She
No, we
tried
need
to
the
murder
answers.
an entire town.
We need the answers so other towns don't get murderized.
We know where to go, don't we?
No.
We really don't.
I
We
thought
really
did.
don't.
I'm going to turn into a
No.
chest with her inside me.
What? No! I'm
Good
gonna...
man.
Kirby goes into a chest, and there's now a giant gold box
With, like, Steph's face on the front.
Steph,
I'm going
could you
to
do me a
kick
favour?
you.
Could you open your mouth very slightly so she's got in air?
Ah.
his
I'm
face
going
is more
to
like
kick you from the inside and burn. I'm going to use my fire breath.
Bong bong.
and his face is more like the Game Boy from Captain and the Game Master.
I get it.
I am fire breathing on your insides.
How?
What? What?
Yeah.
Did you try to get in when that was happening?
Oh, I thought it was me in the chest.
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, in that case, I'm fire breathing through the crack.
Okay. I am going to
Do I have to
wall you
sleep
away
her?
again. Yeah, I think you do, because I don't have any spells right now. I mean, I do, but none that she's going to enjoy.
Steph
Don't
goes, halt,
sleep
in the name of the
me,
law.
Okay, so
I
you're...
will cast sleep on her if I have to.
Do it.
Fine, I'll back off.
Okay.
Fine. Pussies.
Okay. Look, you didn't even care about this stuff like before. You gotta like work on the rage issues.
Look, rage issues are me. Don't tell me what to do.
I'm gonna tell you what to do in this case because
You can tell me, but I won't listen.
cast sleep on you.
Okay. Roll your d6s.
I'm gonna
it's
cast
a save.
D8.
It's not
actually.
a save.
Wait, what do I save?
You don't save.
I don't... Yeah, it's just a question of total hit points.
So what are your hit points after that fight? Because you
I don't think she took any hits at all, so she's probably at
I
full.
still have the temporary hit points you gave me. Biatch!
Okay, I can take those away. That's fine.
No, you can't.
I don't think
I
I'm
think
gonna knock her out.
I
6,
can.
9. It's 15. Yeah. 20.
Keep counting.
22.
Yeah, forget that. I've got 47 hit points, but I
yeah,
back off.
Yeah.
There's no way she's gonna hit that.
No,
There's
I don't
no
have enough
way.
to get you.
But it's
Okay.
it's all good. I'm backing off.
Okay,
You
Steph,
yawn a
could
bit,
you grow
but you don't
tiny
fall
little
asleep.
legs, please?
Yep, okay, I've
corner
got
of your
tiny little legs.
chest.
I'm now chest.
You are now the luggage.
I am the luggage.
Would wheels be better, or would you want legs?
It's got to be, legs are obviously better. We're not in town, are we?
Okay, 2 legs. 2 legs.
2?
So you're like dragging like one of those sad videos of the dogs with that are paralyzed.
Oh, no, I was more thinking in the middle, so I'm just, like, running around.
Oh,
okay.
there are issues with that.
All right, and as a few moments pass, a bunch of guards approach, and Captain Sweet is there, and she asks, "Did you intercept this disciple?"
Yes.
That's me opening my mouth so she
It's
can see.
it's inside the chest.
I slap Step and say, "This baby can fit so many disciples."
Oh my god. I'm just in the back, sulking, arms crossed.
Actually, I can't. I can only fit one
still
more,
think we
maybe
should kill
two.
her.
What if it was a possum pirate? They're smaller.
Wait. I could fit a few possum pirates. Okay, put them in.
I don't have any particularly to give you. We left 12 behind.
Is this
so
some kind of like vor thing?
I think it is.
Wow.
I think it's Step's fetish.
Hey, I don't have any fetishes. I have no charisma. I have no...
You're a teenager.
No, that's me.
Yeah, you've got the rage issues, to be fair. He's got the
Yeah.
puberty issues, like growing something.
Legs.
But I can vibrate.
Let's
No.
Captain Sweet says, we do have a cell that can probably hold her. We were anticipating that we may have prisoners in the future that could either shapeshift or somehow get through things. So we have something that's very well sealed. I don't know if that would be appropriate for
For a
this
druid.
person or
I
not.
think so.
A
And also, let's
druid's-
search her and take any magical items.
Roll an
But
investigation check.
Also, it's
But
no
we
longer
need to
our
open
problem.
the chest, and no
Open
offense,
up.
I'm not opening
Bonk,
the
bonk.
chest at the moment. No.
Okay.
I
well, how-
do shaving a haircut on Step's.
Don't open the chest when Sulky McGee is right there.
Well, I consider it no longer our problem at this point. Like, we did this as a job for Captain Sweet, right? And we have now delivered the package to Captain Sweet, so pay us, is what I say.
Guys, I think
done.
the pet rats are eating the druid.
Okay,
don't
can you
care.
like let me open up enough to let me work on this while they're doing their thing?
I'm going to open my mouth.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
Say,
this
ah.
is grim.
All right, roll your investigation check.
That fell off the table. 21.
Okay, yeah. You find 150 gold pieces.
Ooh.
You find a bag of some sort that seems to be full of beans. And you find
A bag of beans.
and you find 3 round wicker objects, one of which is dinner plate sized, about a foot across, and 2 others that are smaller.
Okay, have we
I
got
can't
anyone
stand
that
the fact that she has a bag of beans and I've
Yeah,
been
I'm
in
gonna.
search
I
of a
tossed
bag
the
of
beans
beans
over
for
to Gilly.
forever.
Straight to Gilly. Okay.
What
And
are
now
these
you
things?
get to give her the present that
What
I have
do
been
I know
It's
It's
not
intending
a
to give her
present.
for
It is
weeks.
probably like a bomb.
I'm just going to sulk and be angry and mumble
It is-
to myself for hours.
How is
now.
this new?
This
This is normal.
this is probably a thing that can destroy shit. And that's why I want
Yes,
Gilly
it is.
to
I know
figure
it
out what
is. That's why I wanted to gift it to her.
While this argument is going on, Captain Sweet goes over to Step and says, let's take her to the cell. And they all, I assume Step would follow.
Yeah.
And they start to walk off, and it takes a while in this fight for you to realize that this is happening.
Gilly's fine with this. When she notices, she's fine.
And you have a bag of beans now, so that's cool.
Okay, what does it do? I don't know.
It explodes things. You throw it and it explodes. And you
What,
can
the
also
entire bag
plant
of beans
them.
or the one bag of beans?
Oh god, the possum village was destroyed by kudzu vines. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that. But the bag of beans is an explosion, apparently.
Yeah, it is. I need to look
remember
at my
the plates.
notes. I have notes on it, I think.
Yeah, where are the descriptions on the bag of beans here?
Uh,
What book are you in?
I don't know. I'm looking. Oh, it's so long ago, too. Like, I'm going through my notes, and I'm like, oh, God, that was after session 1. It was after episode 4.
It was.
Oh, man, I don't remember. I don't have very
Okay,
detailed
I
notes.
will keep them on my person until I have an opportunity to look them up.
Yeah, and
I'm not going to be in the monsters manual.
no, I'll try and look them up.
It's all right. I'll do it between sessions. Go, go, go.
All right.
I'm not going to
right,
explode
so-
anything today. I am
Step.
ridiculously hurt.
Yes.
Captain Sweet, and then they lead you to a chamber that seems to be. Normally, when you're in a cell, it has bars. This has like those glass thick shower bricks that you sometimes see for windows, where the windows would be, and the actual door is completely solid metal, and there's like a little lip that it closes against, so there's no gaps for a creature like even the size of a spider to get in or out.
Okay.
Turn into a flea.
Am I going into the cell?
The guards, or she asked you to open, and then the guards, if you do that, will lift her up because she's still unconscious and set her into the room.
Yeah, I'll just I'll open up.
All right, they do that, and Captain Sweet just sits by the door and waits for the arrival of the rest of the party.
And then I turn back to them.
Hi. I'm going
Hi.
with them because I don't know what to make of the beans. Do you have somebody who can identify these scrolls, the wicker scrolls?
She sighs and it's like, I know somebody, but she keeps trying to have sex with me.
Oh, okay. Well, I think she does that, doesn't she?
All right,
it's one of
Step
her
will do it.
No, Step will not.
I will send for her.
Thank
and
you.
She indicates to one of the guards to go fetch Ambassador Amadel.
That is her thing, huh? She's a slider.
There are
A slider.
She slides into your DMs.
Oh.
I thought you meant like those tiny burgers.
You see, I was going for the,
I thought you were thinking
the 90s TV
like, were
show
you thinking
sliders.
of the Fox late 90s sci-fi series sliders? No.
Yeah, sliders. That's where I was going.
Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, and
That show went downhill when they got rid of. Yeah, I know. The professor.
Let's be honest, it went downhill after maybe the first episode.
I know.
It was so bad.
I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't even know how bad it is. But
No, it's quite bad.
Bag of beans.
speaking of, Farscape is apparently
found
on
it.
Amazon Prime now, and I don't remember. I remember enjoying that at the time, but I remember basically none of it, which means I could possibly rewatch it. And
all I
enjoy
know
it.
is it has Muppets.
It does have Muppets. I love Muppets.
Here is the description of a bag of beans. If you dump the bag's content out on the ground, they explode in a 10-foot radius extending from the beans. Each creature in the area, blah, 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 takes damage, makes a dexterity saving throw. If you remove a bean from the bag, plant it in dirt or sand, and then water it, the bean produces an effect 1 minute later from the ground where it was planted.
This sounds like a worm's weapon.
It's a great thing. It's
Okay, we can
it's an
figure out who gets
extraordinary
that
thing.
later.
It's wonderful. And I wanted to give it to Gilly because it's beans, like a natural thing, right? and I've been looking for them since episode 4.
Gilly is fine with the beans. Thank you for looking
now
for
you
them
have
for
them.
me. And now I've got them, so
Yes. So my quest has concluded.
I'm not sure what
Ambassador
you expect me
Amadal,
to do
what are
with them, but
these?
sure.
What are these records?
Yeah,
I got some
Ambassador-
sweet vinyl here.
Ambassador Amadel comes. She's flanked by two elven guards.
I'm going to start a vinyl collection. But
Her hair is more done up in like Leia buns almost, but her hair's platinum blonde. But her hair is also way too long for the Leia bun style, so there's still some stuff down the side.
God, she sounds like an anime girl.
Yeah, I was going to say she sounds like that. Like
that's exactly what she's like.
I was going to say this sounds like very
gonna roll
Sailor
my
Moon,
eyes at
like
that.
buns.
Frilly stuff.
And I don't think she owns pants.
Okay.
Like she's all skirts and dresses and stuff.
Okay. I thought you were talking about the British pants.
I feel like there's a reference I don't understand.
What does she
Oh,
wear
no,
underneath?
British pants is
Underwear as
underwear.
opposed to trousers.
Yeah, we just call underwear
Oh.
pants.
I see.
It was called pants.
She doesn't have those either.
Cool.
She can't
I could've
ruin
called
that.
that.
That would ruin the lines. You can't have panty lines on your very cute dresses.
You don't get panty lines on dresses unless they're very tight. Are they very
That's-
tight?
Oh, gee.
Sometimes. Anyway, she looks at. Do you want to start with the larger scroll or one of the smaller ones?
I want to know how tight her dresses are. You started down this path. Now you answer to it.
Give us
It's
a
kind of
number.
variable.
Do.
Most of it is actually pretty form-fitting around the bust because she doesn't have one, so she like tries to emphasize as much as
Ted
there.
likes to pretend.
Yeah, and they tend to be pretty tight going down to like where the hips end, and then they start to frill out a bit more.
Huh. So she doesn't have boobs, but she accentuates that fact.
Well, no, she tries to make them look a little bigger, but not like she doesn't want to walk around frumpy, and she's definitely not like a flower girl Maury type, like swimming inside of her clothes kind of.
This
anime
is
girl.
genuinely a conversation we're having.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
She's
I give her the
definitely
big one.
not Judgment's type, and I roll my eyes at.
To be fair, if Gilly's Judgment's type, I'm questioning Judgment's type.
Which scroll are you?
The biggest one.
Biggin.
The biggest one. Okay. She looks at it, and I guess she should roll. She doesn't have identify. She doesn't need that for identify. This is in the wrong order because my cat has attacked these. Anyway, she recognizes as another one of those scrolls, of the type that causes the event, and she's confident of that.
Okay, how about these others?
Okay, the other two, the first one she looks at, and she says, "I think this second one, or this first, the second small one. These are only about 4 inches across, like the size of, between like 3 and 4 inches. So they're like the size of large bagels. This first one, I think, is some druid magic I've heard of called, it's a spell called Transport via Plants.
Okay.
And this other one, she looks at it really closely, squints a little bit, and says, "This one is a spell called Plane Shift."
Plane shift.
I think it's called Plane Shift.
The little sandy critters, different planes.
So basically, she's that makes her ethereal or something.
No, if you wanted to say go to the plane of fire, you use this and say, I want to go to the fucking plane of fire.
I see.
It's a bad idea. It's a bit Bernie.
I mean,
Especially when you only have one of them.
you know, I don't mind.
Ambassador Amadal,
Yes.
I have a question
She
about
looks
a thing
at
that I
you
forgot.
and Captain Sweet a little bit.
Oh, well, I mean, we're not. Can you? We were talking about the elves. And,
We have discussed elves before.
I guess what I'm asking is, I'm trying to find out a motivation for the Weaver, and there are some political tensions. Can you review those again? Because I can't remember something that happened.
Okay, so which political tensions are you referring to? There's the Port Cassia Trading Company, which controls most of the North. They're like a mercantile 18th century, actually, 18th century trading company modeled like on the like British and Dutch East India trading companies, only slightly more medieval in their technology level for the most part.
Oh, so slave traders.
They do not work in slaves. And you have the
Something with the
and you
elves.
have Loris far to the south, which is which are the blonde elves. We'll call them blonde, even though they're not all blonde. They have normal ranges of hair color, like platinum blonde to brown hair and some black. These control most of the south, including the area where you're from.
Okay.
And you were talking about elves in general. There was a discussion on the ship about the Tamlin elves,
Yes.
which shared a continent with the Loris elves, and they destroyed them. The Tamlin elves were sort of wood elves. They lived in giant forests, and the Loris elves, using magic, particularly like a weird large crystal, set off a massive explosion that essentially burned the half of the continent. So right now, it's just empty plains with occasional like bits of carbonized tree just standing there.
I see.
But that was this war between them was a long time ago.
Sure.
Pushing on, I think I said 800 years. So there are some very old decrepit elves from this time, but they are. It's like running into people who were in World War I, which I think there aren't anymore.
Don't think so.
People who are alive during it, though, I think there is someone who's 100 and there's definitely people who are like 110.
Mm-hmm.
So there would definitely be people who would remember that kind of stuff. So yeah.
I'm just kind of wondering where the Weaver's plans fit into all this.
You're so into this whole. Like, are you looking for a new job, or are you actually this good of a person that you're so invested into this? Because I'm just waiting to get paid.
Well, here's the thing. If you recall, there was a war that blew up half the continent. I know it was 800 years ago, but still. And tensions have been rising between, I guess, the Loris Elves and the Port Cassia Trading Company. Is that what it was?
Correct. And the Sea of Lenses is currently the boundary between those two places.
Yeah. So basically, we are standing in what could possibly become a battleground. I
My whole life's been a
don't want
battleground.
to get... Yeah, but not kind where everything is going to burn into ash. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know.
Have you looked at me? Do you know my heritage?
So...
Like, the little people will always find a way. Like, all this talk
well,
of
what
war
you're saying
and stuff
is are you looking
just
to get paid? Well, what does it matter
I
if you
am,
get
and we
paid if there's
finished
nothing
our
to buy
job.
because everything's burned to the ground?
I mean, the way I see it, all this, like, talk about war and things, like, it's just change, you know? It's just transferring power from one highborn to another. It's just the nature of things.
But it's change that's going to destroy the area that we're standing on.
And that's all because of these flippin', highborn people trying to tread on the little ones, trying to like transfer power back and forth.
So why don't
I kind of want to
something about
remove
that?
myself from it because
Well, we
we're
could,
little people.
but we
it's
don't
not
actually
like we
know
can
where
change
we're
the
going.
world.
Where are you going exactly?
I don't know, away
Where's away?
from the city and stuff. I'm
We're
hoping to go
always
back
going
to
to be
Port Cassia
people.
and just collect other urchins like me and just leave. I mean, we found a place for the rats, or what are they called? Possums. Like, why can't we just find a place to live in peace instead
there
of
may be
inserting
no place
ourselves into?
for that is the problem.
I don't know. All I hear
If you
is
go north,
power,
you're going into the
war,
Port Cassia
whatever.
area. If you go south, you're going into the Loris
Port
area.
Cassia is my home.
Well, yes, but if it becomes a
But
battleground,
if it becomes Port Asher,
yeah,
there's a
it's actually
difference.
most likely they would probably struggle given the previous.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
The Loris elves burned half of the continent,
Well, yeah. I mean,
and then we have a third party who is trying to
though.
create some kind of gateway or pathway to something, and there's
Captain Sweet steps in. Says, "Should we try and wake our guest and question her?"
yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Get some information.
You do you. I'm
All
fine.
right, she walks into to the chamber, and she takes out one of those. You recognize this as one of their medical staples, and she jabs it into her chest, right below the sternum, and then sort of snaps the handle off, and you see like little green and orange sparks as it's embedded in there. So it looks sort of like a one of those hand tilling gardening tools that you rotate, where it has like 3 prongs that are slightly angled.
Gross.
Mixed, but it's smaller and it looks more
Gardening
like that, plus one of those like atropine shots you see in movies where they take the needle and they jab it in. So she does that. She snaps out the handle. You see Jill's like veins pop large for a little bit and some of her wounds close up, and she starts to whine like a kid who scraped their knee on concrete.
They usually blare, but sure.
Do humans usually do that? Is she going to blow?
She's an orc,
God,
isn't
I
she?
hope so.
I hope so too. I mean, we can make it happen, you know? And I wring my hands together.
Jill starts crying.
Hello, Jill.
Oh, God.
She's short for an orc, especially one her age. She's shorter than Gilly, actually.
She's a short orc.
Shit.
Or a shork, for short.
Well, she's like
She's not a dork, she's a shork.
I mean, she's not fully grown. She's like 8 years old for an orc, which is like 14 for a human. So she could still have another foot of growth. Best case scenario.
I'm going
But
to actually get up real close to her, like swiftly. And I'm going to put my face right in front of hers, and I'm going to growl through my teeth. Who do you work for? Tell me everything. And my golden eyes are like fiery red now.
Roll an intimidation check.
All right. If I can find it. There we go. 23.
She cries and she's like, "They'll be so mad."
You tried to exterminate a continent. I have a right to be
What?
mad, so tell me. Now!
I work for her, the Weaver.
Who's the Weaver and where is she?
I mean,
We know. Who
I don't
the
know
Weaver is.
where she is right now. She's on a boat headed somewhere, probably.
How do you get to her?
She starts to like pat around her pants, realizing that her scrolls are gone. And she tears up a little bit.
I have them.
It's like, I have, there's one that gets me home.
Which one?
Probably the teleport through plants.
The bag
Yeah,
of
the
beans.
transport via plants.
Um,
Gilly can probably explain this to you because she would probably know of it. If not, Amandel can explain what it does.
Yeah.
You basically approach a tree of sufficient size, and you can teleport to any other tree that you're aware of sufficient size anywhere on that plane.
Okay. So which
And you can
plane?
take people with you too.
Oh,
The
you can
current
take
plane.
people
The
with
pla-
you?
the-
Let's
the
go.
plane that you're on, yeah.
Let's go.
We don't.
Which tree?
Well, we could find.
I
Yeah.
mean, we could take her with us, but she's not necessarily going to take us to the tree. She might
She
fuck us
better.
over.
She fucking better.
Or
if she
what?
wants
She
to
could totally.
live.
She could totally take you to a pirate base that might have like 60 or 80 pirates in it.
I'll just
Okay.
burn them.
Can you stand down for a moment? Like this is.
Look, I'm the first one who got some information out of this bitch, so, you know, any questions?
Literally, all of
rude.
this is
Yes, it
information
is.
I already knew.
Okay.
So
Gilly's going to sit next to the girl and give her a hug.
Oh,
Oh my god. I'm gonna
roll for hug.
roll my
Just
my
a
golden
side hug.
eyes and step back, and I'm gonna be like lounging back, and I don't know. Do I have any drink here?
Captain Sweet's guards. She links to or indicates to one of them. Go fetch some water.
Make that wine.
Fetch some water and some wine. And then they snap off and return shortly with water and wine. And Captain Sweet drinks some water.
And I will lavish
you.
myself in wine.
what are you? What are you building?
It's a secret.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to tell secrets in order for people to
Kill
be
you?
safe.
I already know I'm not safe.
You're not safe. That's right. And to be honest, you not
could be not
telling us
safer.
everything is going to make that worse. If you tell us what you do, we will do our best to protect you.
Roll a persuasion check.
Is that one of my?
It's one of mine, but you're the one who did it. Actually, can I assist?
You can assist, so roll that with advantage.
Oh,
You can also try and perform your song if you want to.
Meanwhile,
Okay,
I dip
I've
my
got-
finger in the wine and I flick little droplets to the little girl. Just to
What's your
tease her.
deal?
She
I got
tried
a
to
19.
kill us, is my
What'd you get?
deal.
19?
19.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't seem to want to tell you what the plan is.
And you might as well utilize me as the bad cop.
That's sort of what I was doing.
I guess I should determine exactly how many hit points she has, just in case.
That's wise.
Okay.
So, what we
You might
know
also
is that
want to calculate how many hit points each piece of her has.
That's intimidating to the DM, not to the character.
Then I'm doing my job well.
Okay, so what did you say, Marissa?
I'm going to start playing a song.
Okay. Do you have to roll a performance check? I know it gives you advantage on.
No.
Okay, so you have You just have straight advantage on.
If they listen to me for a
persuasion
minute, she has to make a wisdom save.
checks? Okay, wisdom save. She is moderately wise, but she rolled a 7.
Also,
plus...
what's else?
yeah, she's below your CDC.
Who else? Judgment, you make a wisdom save too.
Do I?
Sure.
Honestly, you probably should do it on everybody just in case.
That's true. It was.
Okay.
All right, 8.
Yeah. You fail.
19.
Step fails.
Wait, what's this plus?
Amadil succeeds.
It'll be wisdom.
Wisdom. DC is
And-
16, I guess.
The guards fail.
I
So-
got a sweet 5.
Okay, I can only charm 6 people. So.
Oh, okay. So who are those 6?
Well, it's definitely Jill and
Judgment.
Judgment. And the rest, I don't care. I just want
what does that
Judgment to
mean
settle
for me?
down for like a minute. She can
we'll
play
say
bad
Sweet
cop if she
and
wants.
Amadel.
But
I mean, I am
Phenomenal
your
fail,
muscle
so-
here, so take away
She
your
can tell
muscle.
you to. Well, no, she could tell
we
you
do
to
have
do.
stab.
Yeah, but he's not intimidating her.
I
But it's all
I'm
good.
standing
you
up.
laid your bed.
If
What
you need
does
to.
that mean for me? I'm charmed? So
No. Well, actually, wait. Yes. Let's see. You're charmed. You basically like me. That's all.
Oh, I can't be charmed. So there we go. That decides.
Oh, there you go.
I like
um,
you? Okay.
You like me.
I already did.
You don't
but
have to.
that's
You
cool.
don't have to help. Like do anything. It honestly doesn't matter that much for you.
Yeah, it's more that if you try to actually kill her, she could convince you not to.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jill is now charmed.
Okay, Jill.
Yes, I'm cute, right? It's important that I be cute.
You're very cute.
Thank you.
We have a problem.
She's little freckles. Yeah.
There are a lot of people who
Oh.
have been hurt by the Weaver's plans. Do you know this?
Yeah.
Do you believe
But-
that the Weaver's plans are worth this?
Yes, it's important
Why is it so important?
because they'll all die if we don't find a place for them.
Who?
So you have advantage on persuasion checks?
Is
that how that works at this point?
Someone from another plane.
Yeah.
Are you trying to bring them here?
So wait, you would have an advantage on a persuasion check to pull out information,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I believe that's how that works.
Okay. That's a 26.
Yeah. Okay. You need 25 for this information, by the way.
Oh well, that's good because that's a high
Yeah. No, this is the crux of the plan here. It's like yes,
that's a high DC.
yeah, they're all dying,
Are you?
and it's our fault. Well, not my fault, but your fault and her fault.
Us in
and
general. Yeah, I
Yes.
understand.
So, what plane?
the Feywild.
Oh, shit.
Hmm.
I'm going to continue flicking wine at her face.
That's going to piss Gilly off. She's giving you a filthy look right now.
I don't care.
Judgment, could you please
This episode's
stop
going to be
that?
titled The Breakup.
It might be. Fucking hell.
She's
She
helping
carries
us out.
on.
She's helping us right now, Judgment.
So, I don't have to like her. I have to like you. I can't do anything violent
I'm
against
asking you
you.
nicely to please, leave her alone for a moment.
All right.
Don't
for a
worry,
moment.
I'll let you. Don't worry, I'll let you fight her if it becomes necessary.
I take a big gulp of wine.
All right.
So is the Weaver is bringing them from the Feywild to here?
Yes.
But why do they need the,
What have we done to the Feywild? Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
about 800 years ago?
Oh, longer than that.
Longer than that. So why is it my fault?
Well,
Well, it's like all of our fault.
That's not how history works, but okay.
Well, society, culture's fault, humanity's fault, or possibly in this case, Elle's fault.
So basically, she's looking
Probably
for
Elle's fault.
reparations, I guess?
So she's trying to find she's trying to make a place for the Fae to come across.
She's building a huge summoning circle. It
Yes.
sounds like.
But she's an orc. What's it to her?
No, the Weaver isn't an orc. She's a human.
No, she's I would imagine a druid of the same circle of magic as I am.
Who is?
Or the Weaver
Jill?
looks
Weaver.
human.
Well,
correct?
she certainly
Weaver.
is. She certainly is. She's part of the Circle of Dreams too.
And druids are somehow beholden to Fae or something? I'm
Jill,
sorry, I genuinely don't
There-
know.
They're like Fey adjacent.
Yeah.
The Feywild is like super nature.
Jill.
Hi.
Did the Weaver come from the Feywild?
No, she's from here, but she went there.
And she found that there was a problem.
Yes.
And
They don't like to talk about it.
this is the
They
only
think,
way to
They
fix
think
it.
it's fine, but a lot of them are in denial. They think that they can just, somehow things will just get better.
Things will never get better.
I know. We have to fix it.
By violence? By exterminating half a continent? Really? That's how you
Well-
fix things?
bunch of islands, really.
Oh, so when I express not caring, it's half a continent. But
Well,
when...
I'm just clarifying that the continent was blown up. We're talking currently about a bunch of islands. I do care because this is, I just don't. Their plan is to create a suitable Fey area,
All right.
but
So
but-
basically, we need to become friendly with the Fae.
yeah,
I'm
well,
already kind of friendly with the Fae.
Well,
It
there
does-
you go then.
it does
But that
sound.
doesn't. I need to figure out how to get to talk to them to figure out what's wrong.
Well,
There is
we have a way to get.
There
to
is
them.
a scroll of plane shift.
There you go.
We do have a way to get to them, and we do also have, yes, two characters who have connection
Does that
to
mean
the
we
Fae.
don't need Jill anymore?
Jill is just a stupid kid.
Hey,
A stupid kid.
I'm
who
8
tried
years
to
old.
Exterminate a town.
I'm her favorite.
How many people has she told that to, though? You're her favourite
'cause
whilst you get her results.
I put down my glass and I get up.
She cries.
I'm
So
sorry,
you're her
sweetie, that's how it
favourite, huh?
works.
I see. So if anything were to happen to you, that would hurt her feelings?
I think so.
I see. That's good to know.
I open my mouth and take out my two rats, who I've named Limmy and Lemmy.
Lemmy and Lemmy.
Okay,
Naturally.
Jimmy and Lemmy.
Bimmy and Shimmy.
And I hand them to her.
Well, her hands are sort of held bound up, but
Okay. Well, I put one on each shoulder.
Tie them in a basket to her face.
What?
Why? Oh my
Because
god.
I want her to die.
And I crouch down and say, "Can you look after Limmy and Lemmy for me? I think I have
mean-
affection for them."
sure.
I think
Yeah, she can. She doesn't need to. She just needs to think about. Wait, no, verbal and somatic for speak with animals. Okay, she can't.
so. Is it the Fae in general? Is it the Eladrin or?
Wait, does that stop her crying? Sorry.
Yeah, she stops crying.
All right.
Anyway, go on, Marissa.
Who's in danger in particular?
So this is the way I understand it.
We might be able to help.
She squints at you, sort of disbelieving. How could you help? We have to get that. We have to get the scroll over there to the right spot. One of the right spots. There's a couple, but
Well, what will it do?
it'll. When you ask it, she seems to be less forthcoming.
It'll help bring them here. It'll create a kind of a link between the Feywild and our plane.
Yes. So, do you see how it's round
Yes.
and knitted together?
Yes.
We need to do the same thing, but huge.
Is it going to?
And it's mostly complete.
Yeah, I
It
kinda
makes
figured.
it makes plants that makes roots that knit themselves together in the right pattern, and then they meet at the center. And she glances over at Ambassador Amadel, and then we need one more thing, and then we can make the gate.
What's the one more thing?
Roll another persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, 25.
And you still have advantage if it's okay. Yeah, that's also what you needed. we have to start a war so
Why?
that we can steal one of their crystals.
The Lars helps.
Yes.
I see.
Amadel starts to get red faced.
Okay, but I'll chill too.
Can't we just steal it without, just starting a war?
Let's. Thank you, Jill. You can watch after these rats. I think the rest of us should go and discuss what we might be able to do to help the Fae. Did she tell us? I thought I asked that, but I forgot. Did she tell us who in the Feywild is in trouble?
Who in particular?
Yeah.
Essentially everybody is what she seems to communicate.
Okay.
Wait, so you're suggesting now that we are going to help the Weaver achieve her goals?
I know. Can we go talk in another place without somebody who may at some point be able to spy?
I pick up my glass, take one last sip of wine, and I just kind of spritz it through my teeth at the little girl before I walk out.
Captain Sweet can lead you to any private room.
When
that
you
want.
do that, Gilly is going to get in between you two, and it's like, for fuck's sake, would you stop?
You get the full spritz of wine in your face, and it's hilarious. And I hand
Gilly
you,
is not very impressed with you
and
right
I
now.
hand you a handkerchief. Say, sorry, Gilly.
Gilly
Alright,
just
so-
ignores you at this point.
Wow.
Captain Sweet leads you to a room. Who do you want in the room?
Sweet Amadal on this party.
Okay. All right, that is arranged. What would you like to discuss?
Okay. Here's the thing. If the Feywild is in danger of collapse, that is a very bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gilly can attest to this, right?
Yeah. It depends on if it's destroying the good aligned Fae or the bad aligned Fae, and that's a whole different matter.
It sounds like the plane itself is in danger.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know what it is, to be honest.
So
don't
why
know.
is it bad? Explain this to me. I've never even
The
seen or heard of a fae. So
The
tell me.
Feywild is like where like the natural like energy.
You've killed
comes from,
enough.
right?
You've killed a lot of Fae people.
We have like the energy of plants and nature. That comes from the Feywild, and if the Feywild is destroyed, that would be very bad for.
It would destroy our world,
Yes.
basically.
It sounds like whatever set this off started long ago. I don't know what it is. It sounds like it's even before the war between the elves. But I understand the Weaver's motivations. I just don't agree that this is necessarily the way to do it.
Captain Sweet steps forward and says, I think the best course of action is to investigate the Feywild with the tool that we have
I agree.
and determine the veracity of their claims.
All right.
Now, you do have this way in. I
Don't have a way particularly out.
We may be able to
I
get
would
into
say
the
that I have a
store.
way out, but she reaches into her pocket and hands or offers probably to. I'm not sure who. She shows it to everybody and says, if you take this, Brock should be able to come get you after a short while.
But wait a minute. So we're going to go off and do whatever the Weaver is out to do. But at the same
No.
time, the Weaver doesn't know that we are now allies, I guess.
We're
And
We're
so
not allies.
she's still going to try and do whatever the fuck she wants and try
Correct.
to destroy the world, and nobody's going to stop her.
Here's the thing. She's trying to save the world.
Sure,
It's just that
but
the
she
world
doesn't
is-
know that we are now.
She's trying to destroy the world. We're trying to save the world. But we don't know enough now to know if there's another option, right? That's what we need to find out. Look, I mean, I understand that you don't have any particular attachment to helping the Weaver, but us leaving is not an option when there is nowhere else to go.
Fair, I get that. I can see how, the little people may be the first ones to get hit by all this drama, actually. So, that's motivation for me to be on board, but I'm concerned because while we're out investigating whatever the fuck, the Weaver is still going to keep on attacking. What is our plan to stop that?
That's what the people who remain behind have to deal with.
Yeah, that sounds like
Yeah,
a job for Captain
it's-
Sweet.
But they needed us in the
Yeah.
first place.
Captain Sweet says it is going to be a political challenge for me and Ambassador Amadel to prevent hostilities. There are members of my organization that would welcome conflict, and I know that there are members of hers that would welcome the same.
But it wasn't a political situation. She attacked. It's not
No.
political. It's war.
It-
She's attacking.
The Weaver is attacking, but in order
Yes.
for the Weaver's plans to be complete, she needs to start a war.
Or, well, she wants to start a war.
Well,
She
it
has
sounds
already
like
started
it's
because she
necessary.
attacked, right? I'm just concerned that we leave and try to save the world and come back to a destroyed world because the Weaver just went ahead with her plans.
I agree, but I don't know who
I
else
don't
can
think we're going to
go
be gone that
to
long.
the Feywild. I mean, the best we can do is hope that they can hold out without us. I don't know that we are necessarily the most powerful people, but we are in
No,
the situation to move in and investigate. That's what we've
So
done so
this
far.
Feywild, that's a place, right? It's a location, and
It's a plane.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, so
and it's safe.
in the cosmology
No.
you're aware of, there's the material plane that all of this exists on, which is sort of like the normal plane. There's the Feywild, which often druids and elves chase their ancestry to it, but a lot of druids are also in tune with it, which is sort of like an overgrown. Think of Pandora from Avatar as like overgrown, dangerous but beautiful.
It's just like in 4th edition where it's kind of mirrored onto the. It's like another
Not
version
a
of this
frame of
current
reference
plane.
for me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I'm just,
Well, okay. Basically,
So
like imagine like
so
a version
imagine
of
this. I know nothing about this, so I need
it's like in
details
Minecraft.
to
You build
understand.
the portal to the Nether, but where that portal shows up is based on where you are.
What?
Okay,
So it's like a complete separate plane above the current one.
it's kind of okay.
Minecraft. Okay, sure.
Think,
yeah,
think of
that
an
I
alternate
get.
dimension,
That-
but
that-
everything
that
is
we
like
get.
super
Yeah.
naturey.
Yeah, it's super nature, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And it's not
So why don't we
it's
all move
dangerous.
Because
Oh, it's
apparently it's in
collapsing.
danger.
there? Oh.
It's in danger, it's
Yeah.
collapsing,
Why
and
is it
it's also
collapsing?
dangerous.
We don't know. Nobody knows.
That's what we're going to find out.
That's where we have to go.
Because
Okay.
that's what Jill has said, that actually she's trying to save the Feywild, because if the Feywild dies, our world completely disintegrates. I mean,
Okay.
plants just disappear, more or less.
And so Amadil and Sweet are going to send like a message to the Weaver saying, "Hey, we're on it. Just hold out on the total destruction of the world."
I think we need to find out what's going on in the Feywild, and
Yeah.
they need
Okay.
to keep their respective parties from starting
Murdering
war.
each other.
Yeah,
Because once the war starts,
and also
then
to defend this last point, because it sounds like the Weaver's plan is nearly complete. So there's two, but that's up to them. We're the ones who, like, we are best suited, given that we have a capable fighting team that includes two people who have Fey connections, and we're the best suited to go and investigate while they hold down the fort.
And we're going onto the Feywild plane. I
that's
guess?
the plan.
That's the
Oh
plan.
boy. Okay.
And it is likely to be dangerous.
The thing that Captain Sweet is offering you is it looks like a small tuning fork in a bottle, but it's like a thick glass bottle that's completely sealed. This should allow Brock to locate you once he brings Moira here.
Moira?
Moira?
Moira,
Who's
Who?
Moira?
you'll see. That's all we have time for this session. Marissa, where can people find you?
You can find me at Cambrian_era at radical.town. It's like Twitter, but better.
Cleo, where can people find you?
I am Zombie Cleo on the YouTubes.
Will, where can people find you?
I am the Kirby XOX on Twitch.com.
Lisa, where can people find you?
I am much nicer than Judgment. I just want to have that said. And you can
Like lots.
I'm not a bully in real life, okay? So there's that. Okay, anyways, so yeah, I stream games and stuff, and all of the information about that you can find on my website, superlisa.nl.
I'm dewtroid, and I do this mostly. Our music is by Ian Stalker. We crave validation and appreciate any feedback you can leave. Also, tell your friends. In 3. Damn it.